decided to do my piece surrounding two forms of art, so literature and dance. And I decided to use a certain text as a source of inspiration, where one theme in a text can inspire different writers to adapt to that text and create different variations and adaptations of what they just read. So what I've done is I've written a short narrative, totally fiction, and gave it to each of my dancers, and they in turn wrote a short story on what they had just read. So I have 9 dancers, so I have 9 variations on the short stories, which I've based my entire choreography on. So my piece is 45 minutes long of 5-minute pieces of the texts. So per every text, it's 5 minutes of choreography. In my show, there won't be a lot of reading. There are prefaces to each of the sections where one of my dancers will speak a line of what we're about to dance, which will give kind of a guideline as to what the piece is about, just so that the audience understands the main focus. So, for example, there's one section where it's about suicide. One dancer is talking about how it's like to cut, and not too graphic, but just enough to tell you that, okay, this part is about suicide and how people go through suicide or happen to have those urges and the hardship that follows it. The paragraph I've written, it could have gone in multiple different ways, but it's really focused on running away from something. 8 out of my 9 dancers decide to go in a heartbreaking route, so suicide, rape, murder, so on and so forth, whereas one of them decided to talk about how she's claustrophobic and it was a party and it was her birthday, and then turned it around to be about how she received a car for her birthday and stuff. So like, they could have taken it in any direction that they wanted, but since it was about running away from something, they've all decided to make it a little bit more depressive, except for the one. So it's good to have this one little burst in the middle of the piece about, okay, this is me driving my car, you know? It's refreshing, but it is a very hard or cold atmosphere.